You're live.
Well, welcome to Ashland-Greenwood High School as we're about ready to start game one of a doubleheader here tonight with your Ashland-Greenwood Blue Jays going up against the DC West Falcons. First matchup, of course, since Kendra and I are here, is going to be the girls' game. And I am Suzanne Sapp, and my sidekick behind the mic, Kendra Craven. Good to be back here behind the mic. Good to be back home. It seems like we've been on a long home stint, but
yeah,
that's always good. So
great.
I feel like this is kind of deja vu. Didn't we just play these guys?
It maybe feels like it, but it was over a week ago.
Well, it was. It's probably it'll be 2 weeks on Monday or Tuesday.
You know, what is crazy is that we've actually had a lot of games in between that flow. But yeah,
we have played a lot in the last 2 weeks, which is good.
Yeah.
So those of you that are maybe tuning in for the first time, yes, we played them in the first round of conference tournament. The Ashland girls came out like Ashland girls normally come out and kind of went down on a quick 11-0. I mean, they were in the whole 11-0 and then got their act together and were victorious in that game. And it was a really tough fought game. But since then, we went through conference tournament, and this week, this is our third game of the week. We were at home on Tuesday. I'm trying to block that game out of my mind because it was not the prettiest of games. So, but you know what? We walked out of the gym with a W, and that's the bottom line. That's what it counts for. And last night they went into Lincoln Lutheran, and I did watch that online last night. And I have to say, I thought we played well. Yeah. And I know the announcer last night was very complimentary of Ashland. You know, he was talking about how obviously we did our homework, and then talking about how young we were. But I know you were at the game. Your thoughts on the game last night?
You know, it's kind of ironic that, you know, playing Logan View Scribner Snyder on Tuesday, and it was a very hard-fought battle for both teams to score offensively. You know, we talked a lot, you know, Ashland-Greenwood only had 2 points going out of the first quarter, and, you know, Logan View Scribner Snyder had 8 all the way into the third quarter.
And that started in the first quarter.
Correct. And it was 26-20 to end the game. And, you know, it was hard to buy a basket that night. Now, but you flip the mindset on that a little bit. Last night coming out of the first quarter against Lincoln Lutheran, I believe it was 1-1. And that was actually good. It was great to actually have them only with 1 point. And so I think a lot of times it's about switching that perspective because Lincoln Lutheran was 16-2. So it's okay to have 1 point against Lincoln Lutheran and for them to only have 1 point because they're a great team.
Well, and then at halftime it was what, 10-6?
Yeah,
10 or 11-6?
Yep.
I think it was. And so, you know, the Jays were going into the locker room ahead, and so that was, I thought, okay, even though the score looked kind of ugly, that was a huge plus for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, and just a totally different game. You know, like it was very fast-paced. It was very intense. There was big defensive stops. There was shots put up. They just weren't falling for either team. You know, Lincoln Lutheran's percentage, I know Mark Adele had given me that, and I'll be honest, I already forgot it. But again, it was a great game, and the game plan, I think, obviously for Coach Hubert was, you know, to slow them down a bit because they are a good team. Now, the second half, they came out shooting on fire, hit a couple of threes, you know, to get going. But overall, the Blue Jays played extremely well.
Okay, I'm going to throw this question. Also helping us out here tonight is Jordan Wallman. So every once in a while, you're going to hear a voice that Kendra and I don't have on with us, which, you know, we're going to start throwing more and more to you because if we're speechless, like, hey, Jordan, what do you think? But I'm going to throw this question out real quick. You know, we played Wahoo early in the season, and it was really ugly. And then we played Lincoln Lutheran last night, and yes, we lost by, 12? But we were in the game most of the way. They're both ranked side by side. I think Lutheran is 4th and Wahoo is 3rd. Do you attribute that to maybe Lutheran didn't play as well, or that our team has come along that far, you know, because we played Wahoo very early in the season?
You know, when I would look at Wahoo, I see a different team than Lutheran. I didn't get a chance to watch the game, but I watched their volleyball team, and they were just long athletes that ran well. We're long athletes that can run pretty well. Wahoo looks a little more guard-oriented, attack-oriented. And, like, our strength is in Gertis, Pike. JC's obviously coming back. Keith is a big, strong girl. So against a long athletic team, that might help us. Against a quick guard-oriented team, that's going to be tough for us to do.
Yep. So we are actually going to get the sportsmanship announcement from the middle school, high school principal, Mr. Brad Jacobson, and then we will pause for the playing of the national anthem.
And the officials in a positive manner. At this time, we ask that you please rise and move your hats and help us honor our flag and our country as we play our national anthem.
Well, I'm thinking we need to hook up the crowd mic because I've got the Tim Washburn sitting next to me. And so we're going to just throw it over to you once in a while and say, what do you think, Tim?
Well, I actually texted Tim and told him to bring his crowd mic because we couldn't find ours. So I don't know if he brought it or not.
I said we needed to hook up the crowd
Holy
mic.
crap! I would
so
never get play-by-play with 4 of us on here. Like I would just sit here like in silence. I don't know if that would happen.
Oh, I think Tim's he's getting it out. He's serious. He thinks
he's a man on a mission.
All right. So first, let's get to the starting lineup. First for the visiting DC West Falcons, a sophomore, number 3, Olivia Moloshek. Number 11, a junior, Kiara Murdoch. Number 21, a sophomore, Grace Holm. Number 31, a senior, Faith White. And number 33, a senior, Avery Wright. The Falcons are coached by Russ Neinmeyer. And now for your very own, the Ashland-Greenwood Blue Jays. Number 2, a senior, Danielle Tonjes. Number 3, a senior, Maya Carson. Number 10, a sophomore, Paige Comstock. Number 14, a senior, Hannah Keith. And number 22, a sophomore, Olivia Pike. And your Blue Jays are coached by head coach Dave Hubert and assisted by Reese Hogue and Sean Ross.
Some of you out there may recognize that we have a few new in our starting lineup. It is senior night. And so to honor those senior players, Coach Hubert has decided to start Danielle Tonjes, Maya Carson, and Hannah Keith. And then the other senior that is a huge contributor to the team also is Abby Fisher, who has been helping out being a student managers. Thank you, student manager, Drew Blank here. So,
all right, and here we go. DC West Falcons win the tip. They are here in their red uniforms trimmed in white, and your Ashland-Greenwood in their home uniforms white trimmed in blue. So the Falcons with the basketball. Moloshek, as she gets it down low to Holm. Holm then gets it to Murdoch. Back in the lane to Murdoch.
Oh, nice.
She goes.
She traveled first.
For a travel.
That's one thing that we know from the last game we played them, that Holmes is the girl that they're going to be going to a lot. She is averaging over 14 points a game.
And she is just a sophomore, so DC West picks up in that full court pressure, but Comstock will bring it up for the Falcons. Comstock over to Carson. Top of the key goes to Pike. And backdoor cut from Tonjes. Tonjes tries to put up a shot, but it hits the bottom of the backboard. And then they're going to call foul as she gets her rebound.
On 31, which is White. Yes, I remember this, White and Wright.
Yeah.
It's like, it should not be allowed on the team, sorry.
So Comstock will inbound for the Blue Jays underneath their basket. And she gets it right into Pike. Pike goes off the glass, but it's too hard. Rebound comes down to Murdoch. Murdoch gets it to Moloshek. Moloshek up ahead to Wright. Wright looks to drive, nothing there, goes baseline. They're going to call a body foul on Pike.
Yeah, she was kind of riding her all the way in, but sometimes they let that go and sometimes they don't. As we've seen, some of these games have gotten pretty physical.
And so it'll be Falcon basketball underneath their basket. They inbound to Home. Home gets it to Wright. Wright skip pass. Over to White. White looks to drive off the glass. Nope, no glass. Carson with the rebound. Gets it to Comstock. Comstock will bring it up the court for the Blue Jays. Up ahead she goes to Carson. Carson will get it back to Comstock. Tonjes with the basketball. To Pike. Pike top of the key. Around the perimeter they go. Hannah Keith. Hannah Keith looking for the lane cut from Comstock. Nothing there. Stolen away by the Falcons. Whoa. Looking up ahead is White. She looks to put the ball on the court. And did she travel or did get called for a foul, looks like, right?
They're talking about it. And it's a travel.
I was going to say, I looked down to get the name and then thought she traveled, but the rest, yep, they decided on a travel. So, minute and a half has ticked by in this first quarter. We are scoreless. Tonjes to beat the double team. She will bring it up the court. Pike looks to drive baseline. Kicks it out to Keith. Oh, Keith right through her hands and it goes out of bounds.
Boy, everybody's having a hard time getting a handle on that ball.
You know, kind of back to your point, Suzanne, you said earlier, this is the Blue Jays' third game this week. So it'll be interesting to see how, and honestly, Presley Harms, she plays 2 quarters of JV also. So she's actually this is actually her 8th game this week.
I anticipate a lot of subbing tonight to try and keep those legs a little bit fresh.
So Miloshek looks to drive. She gets it on the baseline to White. Back to Miloshek. Miloshek looks to drive. They're going to be stolen away. Ball is on the floor, but Holmes will pick it up. Holmes with a dribble between the legs. Miloshek drives.
Nice drive there, but great defense and nice rebound by Harms.
And Comstock up ahead to Tonjes. We are still scoreless with 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Harms top of the key, passes over to Pike. Pike right-hand dribble to Comstock, then to Hannah Keith. Hannah Keith. As again, the Falcons in this man
nice
cut by Tonjes. Tonjes lays it up off the glass. First points of the game go to the Blue Jays, 2-0. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
We're already ahead of when we played them before because we were down 11-0 in the first quarter.
There we go.
A way better start.
Wright looks to drive in the lane. She kicks it out to Holmes. Holmes, 3-point attempt.
Yeah, you don't. Well, we got lucky there. That is one thing you do not want to give her that shot.
So Pike comes up with the rebound. Hannah Keith. Comstock, left-hand dribble, almost loses it, gets it back. Oh, and then everybody thought, DC West thought that the Falcons stole it, so they were going to go set up on offense and left 2 Blue Jays wide open underneath the basket. I wonder if that was a trick play for the Blue Jays. Did Hubert draw that one up?
I bet he did.
4-0, 4.5 minutes to go. Murdoch cut through the lane.
I hear from his wife he's got film going all the time, so would not put it past him.
And Pike off the glass with layup, no good. Rebound comes down to the hands of Wright. Murdoch up ahead, Miloshek. Miloshek off the glass. Wow, what a shot.
That was a great shot, and we are off to the races tonight.
So 4-2. And if you remember from the last time we played them, that is kind of their offense, is just drive to the bucket, see if you can get fouled or see if you can make a shot.
And Miloshek was also one of their defenders that she's kind of in your face.
And Jenna Grell checks in, and Emma Keith, and for the Falcons, I'll try to get them all. They checked in 4. So we've got Grimm, we've got Cooley, we've got Gardepie, and oh man, I remember Gardepie from before. She is a defensive threat for sure. Shot goes up by Grimm, no good. Rebound comes down to Emma Keith. And also checking in, missing one.
Oh yeah, she got pushed.
Schmock.
That was a great drive by Pike because the only thing she could do to stop her was 2-handed push on her.
So the Blue Jays will inbound underneath their basket. Comstock to inbound. And she gets it into Harms. Harms will go to the top of the key to Emma Keith. They go back into Harms, but it's knocked out of her hands, and the ball is loose, and who's going to come up with it?
Oh, she traveled, yes. As soon as she started to get up on her knees, instant travel. I think if she would have stayed down, sitting, correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Official over here.
Yeah, hip to hip. Once you cross the planes of your hips, then it's travel.
So we try to inbound into the paint to maybe grill, but it's going to be stolen. Well, they call jump ball.
Yeah, they call jump ball.
So Gertis checks in for the Blue Jays. So again, Blue Jays will inbound underneath their basket. Comstock gets it to Emma Keith. Emma Keith skip pass over to Grell. Gertis top of the key around the perimeter to Comstock. Harms hits Gertis to top. Gertis right hand dribble, gives it to Grell in the corner. Grell will dribble to the top of the key now, and Blue Jays will reset. Harms looks to drive, kicks it out to Comstock. Blue Jays being very patient, 3 minutes to go. Harms loses it, Gardapi gets it. Still 4-2, 3 minutes have gone by in this first quarter. Looking to drive in the lane, off the glass she goes is Grimm. Just a freshman, 5'7" freshman, ties it up 4-4.
Yeah, that one was a little bit too easy. They kind of let her go in there pretty much uncontested.
And so there's a reaching foul on
23. Gardapi.
And so checking back in is Miloshik.
Both teams here are playing pretty in your face.
And
very
Pike
tight
gets out
defense.
ahead as they.
Another easy layup. Ooh, drinking from that chalice of easy points there, Pike is.
Claire Schmock just lost Pike, so makes it 6-4. And Miloshik dribbles through that double team. She gets Schmock up ahead, and Schmock travels.
Both teams are starting to kind of rack up the old turnovers here. It's a little bit sloppy, but it's a very fast-paced, and like I said, it's very much in-your-face defense all the way around.
So Pike passes off to Emma Keith. Emma Keith, Comstock. And Jenna Grell looks to drive. Oh, tries to kick it to Gertis on the baseline, but
was that going to go between her legs? It looked like that's where it was going to go. That would have been pretty sweet.
Gardapi driving the baseline is Miloshik. Miloshik picked up a shot.
Nice rebound by Comstock.
Up ahead is Pike. Pike looks to drive in the lane. Off the glass she goes, no good, but it comes right back into her hands. How about that?
She just got in bounds just in time.
Comstock. Gertis puts up a three-pointer short. Schmock with the rebound. Whew, I'm tired of this.
They're off to the races here, and they have not stopped.
Gardapi will set the offense up for the Falcons. A minute and a half to go. Again, Blue Jays leading by 2, 6-4. And the shot, Schmock. Comstock with the rebound on the backside. Comstock will bring it up the court for the Blue Jays. And Pike.
Blue Jays
looks to drive.
They're doing a really nice job, I think, tonight of moving the ball around.
Yeah.
And being patient for the good shot. A lot of cuts.
Comstock. Oh.
As I say that, sorry girls, I jinxed you.
Jenna Grell steals it away. She's going to go straight to the basket. Probably a nice foul there by Cooley.
Yeah, because that was going to be an easy layup.
Makes it still. It's still 6-4 with just under a minute to play in this first quarter. And checking back in are most of the starters. White, Wright, Murdoch.
Now he definitely he's substituting in waves.
Yeah, J.C. Fangmeyer is checked in for the Blue Jays. And Pike at the top of the key. They hit Fangmeyer. Fangmeyer will kick it out to Hannah Keith. Hannah Keith over to Pike.
Oh, nice pass. Nice pass by Pike.
Gertis. And Gertis goes up for a layup, and she is fouled on her shot. She will go to line to shoot 2.
I keep complaining about these girls need to bounce pass more, and that was a beautiful bounce pass right in there.
You are right. So that is his second foul by White.
That's their second. player with
Wow.
2 fouls.
I just realized that they have 16 fouls. It's 6-1.
Yeah, but they play very aggressive defense.
So Gertis's first free throw goes in and out.
This is my first time seeing Jace play this year.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I missed a couple games, so.
Yep.
She's got a nice matchup there. They're both kind of
Yeah.
built the same, I thought, because she's been
Melissa.
taking a beating inside.
She has. Gertis makes some adjustments and hits her second free throw. Makes it 7-4 Blue Jays with 29.5 seconds to go in the first quarter. And the Blue Jays pick up in that full court pressure.
This full court press has been very successful for the Jays.
Yeah, I would
They've
agree.
created a lot of turnovers. I think if that's Gertis, then, yeah, that's her second foul.
Nope.
No, it's first. That's Pike. Pike had the other one.
Falcons inbounds again. They get it to Holmes. And up ahead they go to Miloshek. Ooh, and they hit right on the backside.
That's a good foul, though. Make her earn it. Unless it was Pike.
I think it was Tonjes.
Okay.
No, maybe not. Maybe it was Pike.
Yep, it's 2. It's Tonjes. Because that would have been number 2 on Pike.
So Wright will go to the line to shoot 2. Wright's first free throw. No good. Second free throw for Wright is no good. Rebound comes down to Pike. 17 seconds to go. 7-4 Blue Jays to Gertis. Pike will take it back. She crosses the timeline. Oh, Tonjes was wide open. Oh, she did find her underneath the bucket.
Getting there, nice. I was
Tonjes.
afraid it was too late.
I did too. Makes it 9-4.
Oh, nice, nice.
So at the end of the first quarter, the Blue Jays lead over the Falcons with a score of 9-4.
Okay, thoughts? Thoughts so far? Well, like number 1, this is a lot better start than we've seen all week
Hey.
in the first quarter.
We have 9 points. I'm going with it. As opposed to Tuesday, we had 2. Last night we had 1.
Right.
This is a huge no.
I figured eventually our girls would get their rhythm back and put some more in the hoops, and they have done exactly that. And like I said, it was when we played DC West a couple weeks ago. We were down 11-0 before we decided to start scoring. So this is a way better start for the Jays.
Yeah, and truly, I don't know what DC West, week has been, but these girls have had a long week of basketball, and again, many of them
they've played 2 games since they played us.
Okay, and many of our girls that have played, even the 3 varsity games, the majority of them, like I said, also play JV.
So we played
had a lot of
4.
quarters.
We played 4 games since we played, and they've played 2.
So they're doing well. So let's hope that continues. But Jordan, what are your thoughts moving into the second quarter?
Offensively, I like seeing the Blue Jays find some offense early on. 10 points quarter is a great goal for them to have, and maybe they haven't been reaching that as of late. So I like them finding ways to put the ball in.
I have to give you a compliment here that, often I will say that, maybe I'll just back up and say my husband cannot multitask, but I'm very impressed that you are running the camera and the computer and you're broadcasting. Like, that's impressive.
You do something enough, you kind of could do it in your sleep. And this
I'm
is
sorry, but
one of
I'm
those
just going to
deals.
tell you, that is a gift not all men have. Just
No,
going to
it is
throw that
not.
out there.
But I thought it was nice, and I just decided to just talk about my husband and not all men,
Yeah.
but then Suzanne went there.
I said not all men.
My
Have
fiance,
that-
if she was listening, probably would drop her jaw.
She's probably thinking, no, who is that guy?
She's like, he cannot do dishes.
Looks like Jordan, sounds like Jordan, but it can't be Jordan.
I did my laundry last night. So.
There you go. Stolen away by Comstock. Again, 11-4. A minute has ticked away in this second quarter. Pike with the basketball. Backdoor cut from Gertis. Doesn't see it,
nice.
but
She
finds
traveled.
Drell.
She traveled. Perfect play.
That was going to be beautiful.
I love their pick and rolls that they're really pulling off tonight. And I know, talking to Coach Huber at the beginning of the season, that was his goal, to get these girls into more, coming off of screens, pick and roll. And I think it's finally starting to click with them.
So Holmes with the basketball, and we have managed to keep her, again, pretty quiet. As Suzanne had mentioned earlier, she averages 14 points.
Pretty quiet, like she hasn't scored.
And now I should not have said that as Holmes goes to drive, and she is fouled, and I'm Gertis or Grell. We'll see which one. Grell.
That's good. So that's 1 on Grell.
So Holmes will go to the line to shoot 2. Not only is it senior night for both the girls basketball team, but also for the boys basketball team. But we also have
look what I found.
Teammates here. No, you found it because you stole it from Tim.
It's Tim. Well, Tim left it, so I'm like going, hey, I'm going to use this.
What she found was she's always mentioned she wants like a table thing to put on top of her lap, and Tim brought his, so she just took it.
Well,
so
he left it right next to me. I'm sure he left it there to say,
found
Suzanne,
it or stole it. I'm not sure which, but hey, that's all right.
I didn't steal it. It's still here. He can rip it out from underneath me if he wants.
Holmes hits one of her free throws. Blue Jays drive to the bucket, and the rebound comes down to the Falcons. It makes it 11-5, 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Now driving to the bucket again is Grimm, makes it 11-7. Blue Jays still in the lead. Comstock, yep, as Grimm is just kind of hanging on the arm of Comstock. So we got a long quarter here to shoot in the bonus.
I might have to get me one of these.
Jordan.
I don't know. I was kind of laughing. I hope our crowd mic's not picking up everything the crowd's saying.
It might.
Oh.
It's
Well, we don't have a crowd mic, do we?
Didn't Tim give us one?
No, I don't think we did.
He pretended like he was, but he never did.
That might be a blessing right now.
We just have fans that would like to see some fouls evened up. We'll just put it that way.
Which is they asked very nicely.
They asked very nicely. You are correct. And driving to the lane was Miloshek.
Wow.
And nothing there. And up ahead is Grell. Grell is going to drive to the bucket. And no.
Misses. They called it on her. The other team was going to probably come out of the stands. And that is number 2 on Grell.
I'm not sure what hit her, though. The basketball? Or
I think she hit. I think when she was coming down,
okay,
she came across one of the players.
So that'll be Grell's second foul.
Somewhat aggressively.
So Coach Russ Niemeyer is going to take a timeout. The Blue Jays still in the lead, 11-7, with 5.5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
I'm missing a point for them. Did they hit a free throw? Holmes hit a free throw.
Yes. So the other thing I was talking about is tonight is we have the teammates, the board for the teammates program here that we have at Ashland. They are actually serving in the concession stand tonight. And we thank all of them. And you see in the crowd, we see lots of our teammates in their T-shirts, here tonight. So I know that program, Together We've Transformed Lives, is such a great program. We thank all of the volunteers for all that they do with that. So pretty special night. We have a great crowd on hand for Friday night. Both sides are, filling up too. So
well, it's nice to be playing boys and girls together because the other night, on Tuesday night, the boys were at Boys Town and we were at home, and so that really splits the crowd up.
Yeah,
I might be wrong on this. This might be the last one of the year.
I think you're right, actually.
Boys, because boys, they split next Thursday, and then I think Tuesday just the boys play away at Newman. But the girls start subs here pretty soon.
And girls start subs, so you are.
I was just thinking about this, like, wow, where has this season gone? It's like it's flying. Well, we said that about volleyball.
Yeah. So full court pressure again from the Blue Jays after the timeout. Holmes will bring up the basketball. I keep putting an S on her name, but it's just Home. And is it going to be stolen away from the Blue Jays? Yes, Pike.
Oh, nice pass. Trying to get it up front, but she did the right thing. She's pulling it out.
So Pike now, Tonjes with the basketball.
Have we even shot a 3?
No. 11-7. Blue Jays, 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Pike.
Nice job by Pike.
Off the glass, 13-7.
I'm very excited that she's only a sophomore.
Yes, she's got a great future. Home to bring up the basketball for the Falcons. Grimm looking around, Smock. Over to Miloshek. Home puts up a three-pointer. He nails it.
Yeah. That's what she does
Wow.
best. She's like a 45 or 48% free three-point shooter.
It's amazing. 13-7
Yeah,
seems
48%.
like such a
That's-
great lead, and then all of a sudden 13-10.
Yeah, she can shoot.
Emma Keith to Tonjes. Tonjes puts up a three-point shot. No good. Rebound comes down to, and it's rolling around, and who's going to get it? It's on the ground. Lots of bodies on the floor. But Miloshik comes up with it. She's got Comstock to beat. She goes, oh, and it hits the bottom of the glass. Bottom of the backboard. And now they're going to call the foul on
Gertis, just judging by facial expressions. No.
Tonjes.
Tonjes, that's her second
I guess
foul.
Schmock got the rebound then. I didn't even see Schmock get the rebound. So Schmock goes to the line to shoot two.
She was shooting down there?
Apparently, I didn't even see her get the rebound.
I didn't see how anybody could have gotten a shot down there in that, but apparently they thought she was.
So Schmock makes the front end of the free throw. So it makes it 13-11. Hannah Keith is checked in for the Blue Jays. So we got Hannah Keith, Emma Keith, Lauren Gertis, Paige Comstock, and Olivia Pike. Schmock gets her second free throw, makes it a 1-point game, 13-12. Wright checks in for the Falcons. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Oh, it was White last time that hit all the free throws.
Yeah, remember we said
we
she
had
got
that
a nice
discussion
stroke.
about how we
Yeah.
thought, oh, she's the one you don't want to, and I'm looking at her percentage, and she was like very low percentage.
Like, wrong one. Plus, she hadn't shot very many.
No, she hadn't.
So Hannah Keith, top of the key over to Emma Keith. Just under 4 minutes to go. Blue Jays in the lead by one. Gertis hands it off to Comstock. Comstock hands it off to Emma Keith. Emma Keith tries to get it over the top to Pike.
Oh,
Pike
nice
saves
save.
it off a cheerleader, off the mat. They get it inside to Gertis. Gertis off the glass.
That was
Nice
a great
mismatch
move.
there. Yes, and
Great
Gertis
move by Gertis.
had a big mismatch as she had Gardapi on her. Gardapi is just a 5'3" player. Right puts up the shot. Makes it 15-14, 3 minutes to go.
Now, both teams have found the bottom of the net here.
Emma Keith brings it up for the Blue Jays.
The charge must be Hannah Keith, was it? She must have had a moving screen.
So when the hand's on the back of the head like that, that means player control. So he's advocating that at some point there, Hannah was out of control. I didn't see what she did, but it's kind of
That's why I'm guessing that she must have had a moving screen. Would be
it's just an odd time to use a player control foul.
Okay.
Like body foul would be
Because I didn't see her set a screen. That's what. So, but clearly I can't. I'm not watching everything. Right with the basketball.
Well, generally
Oh,
speaking,
she
we don't
tried.
watch that much away from the ball.
I like having a ref over here. This is kind of great.
NSAA Officials Appreciation Week.
Well,
Is it?
It is.
I'll be darned.
Well, it's NASB.
And a school board thingy
Appreciation
bopper.
Week.
My gosh.
Well, man, I'm just sitting in the middle of greatness. I tell
Kendra,
you.
what do you got?
I got nothing. I got the fact that I am sitting in the middle of greatness. That's what I got.
Well, I always say that every week is NSAA Officials Appreciation Week.
Or it should be.
Or it should be.
And Suzanne, every week is School Board
Oh,
Appreciation
yeah, right.
Week.
Right.
And every week is, I don't know, education, appreciation, mother week, mother of.
Kendra,
Mother of
Kendra
every week.
appreciation.
Mother of 100
Mr.
kids.
Jacobs
Mother of
said.
100 kids should have
Yeah.
Appreciation Week every
As
week.
my siblings would say, it's every week is Kinderella week.
Kenderella. I like that. That's her new name.
That's it.
I know,
Kenderella. We have zoned in on it.
I just outed myself. That was
You
probably
did.
not great, but
It is going to stick forever now.
So Maxine Preps is out.
It is, totally.
Okay.
It is now Kenderella. I like that. And who's the princess?
Hey, that's only Kinderella is a little bit different than Princess. That means I had to do a lot of work.
Yeah, but you wear glass slippers.
Schmock from the free throw line hits a shot, puts the Falcons up by one for the first time with just under 2 minutes to go until halftime. Comstock, now that the Princess has transformed out of her pumpkin. And they're going to call either Schmock or Gardapi with the hold.
Gardapi. Yep.
And
And that's her second.
Harms will go to the line to shoot one-on-one. And Fengmeyer is checked in for the Blue Jays.
And I'm going to go out on a limb, too. There's obviously a lot of fouling going on, so free throws are going to be huge in this game.
Harms' first free throw attempt. Rolls around.
Oh, gets the roll.
Wait, where's everybody going?
I was going to say, she gets another one, doesn't she?
Everybody took off.
If you want to give us
DC West player, pushed on her to help her back to the line.
Go ahead and give us the 2 points that she could have made if she would have got the shot off.
Yeah. That was cute. Miloshek's like, hey, go back and shoot another one. Second free throw is short. Rebound comes down to Schmock. Oh, is it going to be stolen away? Yes. Pike comes up with it. 16-16. Minute and a half to go. Blue Jays look to reset their offense. Oh, they find a Pike wide open. Oh, no. She misses the shot, but she gets her rebound, and then she gets fouled. Way to stick with it.
That is very unusual for Pike to miss one at point-blank range like that.
Yeah. I think she was surprised that she was so wide open. So it's 16-16, a minute 29 to go.
You know, with all the fouls that have been called on DC West, they don't have anybody over 2 fouls.
Wow.
So they have spread it out.
Because they played like 10 people. So.
Oh, yeah, they have.
Pike's first free throw goes off the side of the rim. Is that a journalism camera, or does that have to do with this?
It's a journalism camera.
Okay.
It's our media camera. We use it for sideline content.
Okay. I've seen that before, and I just wondered.
Misses them both.
The next free throw. Grimm comes down with the rebound, and she gets it to Wright. Minute 25, back to Grimm they go. Grimm crosses the timeline. She will get it to Miloshek. Back to Grimm. Around to Wright they go. Minute 16. It is tied up at 16. Wow, I did not mean to do that. Wright, nice move into the lane, but no good. The rebound comes down to Emma Keith. A minute.
Emma Keith is going all the way from outside. I love that.
18-16, a minute to go. And here comes Miloshek. She goes right between the double team. Blue Jays leading by 2. Wright with a crossover dribble.
Nice move.
In the lane she
Very
goes.
nice move.
No good. Rebound comes down to Emma Keith. Fangmeyer with the basketball. Up ahead to Hannah Keith. 30 seconds. Blue Jays leading by 2. 18-16. Fangmeyer with the basketball. Emma Keith. 30 seconds. Gertis. Pike looks to drive the lane. Kicks it out to Emma Keith. 3-point attempt. No good. Rebound comes down to J.C. Fangmeyer. She goes up.
And she's fouled.
She's fouled and will go to shoot 2.
Is that on 41? Yep.
Yep. Foul's on Schmock. Her second foul.
Still only no more than 2. They've had 6 girls foul, though.
Fangmeyer, nice free throw. Makes it 19-16 Blue Jays. Fangmeyer's second free throw is good. Makes it 20-16 Blue Jays. 20 seconds to go. Grimm will bring it up for the Falcons. She hits Miloshek. Back to Grimm. Back to Murdoch. Holmes. 10 seconds. Miloshek, 3-pointer. Yikes. It just hits the backboard. Rebound comes down to Harms. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Emma Keith puts up a half-court shot. No good. So at the half, the home team, the Ashland-Greenwood Blue Jays, lead the DC West Falcons with a score of 20-16. And folks, stay tuned as we will have Superintendent Jason Leibel up here to talk about
our building project. Give us the official
like,
update.
He looks excited.
And then we will also get
I just asked him right when the game got over before this. So
we all know Leibel loves attention. He loves the headset.
We also will get the halftime stats too. So.
I can say he probably didn't have a choice, did he? So, like Kendra said, with us is Superintendent Jason Leibel. And I asked you to come up here and talk because, as everybody knows out there, that we are in the middle of a building project.
Sure.
And I know we had talked it seems like a long time ago, about how, our plan was the prefab walls, and that fell through because of the construction. And so we're to block walls.
Correct.
And nobody could have asked for a better winter than this to be doing a construction project. So give us an update on how that is going. Let's start with first the elementary school.
Okay, so yes, the weather's been fantastic. Because we moved from a precast wall to a masonry wall, we're a little bit behind schedule. Timeline got pushed back about 2 or 3 months. However, the weather's let us kind of stay on schedule, on that schedule at least, and it's done us a lot of favors. So walls are up. Roof is on 75% of the building. They're starting on the interior concrete as well, so the pre-K2 building's coming along very nicely.
So now when you say on the interior, are you talking about, are they doing like wiring, plumbing?
That is all done. They are
that's all done.
pouring floors right now. Like the kitchen, concrete floors in, gym. Obviously not the wood floor, but the concrete underneath. Those are getting done, and they're going to start on drywall hopefully here in about 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay, we had a conversation earlier this week, and you told me that there was a little hiccup that might slow down. You know, here we were rolling along, great weather. What was that you?
Right, the challenge right now is just market conditions and getting supplies and products.
Yeah.
And so we did get some good news this week. Most of the products we thought we were going to be waiting for in the pre-K2 building is arriving.
Oh, good.
Much quicker, so we feel like we're going to be able to get product for that building at least for the most part. However, the middle school building, unless things dramatically change with the market, there could be some challenges with the middle school.
Okay, sticking with the elementary school, say they get ahead of schedule, because right now the plan is the kiddos will be in January. Say it gets done in September. Do you move the kids in mid-semester, or do you still wait until January?
I think we still wait until January to make that move. I think, we have a 2-week window there over Christmas break, and we think we could pull that off. Doing a mid-semester move might be a challenge. So we know we're not going to be in for the start of the school year. So
I just threw hypothetically out there. So
nope.
Kendra, do you have any questions? Let's sort first.
You took every one of mine. I just wanted to know, like, if your education at Peru State prepared you for all of your Bob the Builder talk about masonry, brick wall, all this stuff that I'm like,
Peru State's the Harvard of the Plains, right?
That's
so
right.
I mean, it's just an incredible education I received there. No, but I've learned a lot. I have great people around me from Houseman Construction, who are construction managers, DLRs, our architectural firm. They've been fantastic to work with, really good teams. We feel like we got their A teams working on these buildings, and really blessed and really enjoy working with those folks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lots of meetings, lots of time, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of time for you. Then real quick, just a quick update. Where's the middle school auditorium?
So they just south of the track, you'll see a lot of dirt moved there. They're working on the bus. That's the main kind of bus loop. Parking areas. So they're working on that right now. They're planning on putting foundations in about another week. So once they get foundations in, you'll start seeing the walls go up, and it'll be exciting to see that progress.
And that's going to be a block walls
That
too?
was
planned?
always planned to be a masonry building. The elementary was precast because at that point in time you could get it cheaper and quicker. Then that market flipped. That market flipped on us, and so we kind of had to shift gears, and it is what it is. We're going to have a beautiful building.
Yeah. We are. It's going. I'm excited for both buildings. I think it's going to be cool, and I encourage, people to just drive by there. Honestly, I mean, you can't drive in there, but just drive by there and see what they've done. It's just like it's incredible to see that big elementary building.
And check out our webpage, because on our webpage we have a main article tab that people can access that gives kind of weekly updates that Houseman provides. It's got drone footage. And, of course, my phone number and email is on there as well, so if anybody has questions, they can sure reach out. And
one of the things I was going to ask real quickly is, what do you think is the biggest change? So in my classes, we've talked even about in the future how the school buildings have changed when things are building, to maybe the front entrances, about protection, and even looking into the future where nurses now, offices are even getting bigger, probably 10 years down the road. What do you think has changed a lot, maybe with this building project to maybe even 5 years ago?
What was really cool with the design process was DLR involved our staff members and administration in the design process. And so you're right, how kids learn today is much different a long time ago when I was in school and how I learned. And so there's a ton of collaboration spaces, small group rooms, security is obviously a very important factor. And just where the school was positioned, having kind of protection from the main highway and walking paths and making sure students can walk safely between the buildings. So DLR, they work with a lot of school districts. They're kind of known for that, and that's why we brought them on board, is to help us do that.
Well, me personally, I know since I taught elementary school, I felt like the design of the elementary school is brilliant. I mean, just like you said, there was a lot of thought put into it and a lot of collaboration with different people, and it's a fabulous one. One real quick question so we can get to Mark and the stats. I was talking to somebody today telling them how well this is going along and how beautiful buildings these are going to be. They said, will there be open houses and people when it's all over and done with?
Without a doubt. We want people to get into buildings and check it out. So we'll definitely do some open houses. We want to get our kids there prior to even opening up the building, and we're going to do some beam signings, like the last steel beam that goes up, and get our kids up to sign beams and things like that. So definitely want to be transparent, and so if people have questions, let us know.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you, Jason.
Okay, one last thing. I'm just really happy that you invited me to come up and speak, because I've asked Tim Washburn all year to give me some airtime. And
so we're ahead of Tim.
Tim has given me no airtime this year, so thank you
I'm gonna let him have
time.
it.
I appreciate it.
I do want to throw a little girls basketball thing in here, because we are girls basketball. Kiara Leibel, 1,000-point record holder on the boards out there. You kind of know a little bit about her. How are things going in her transition?
She transferred to Wesleyan from Morningside. She was playing softball at Morningside. She's now at Wesleyan playing basketball. She always really liked softball, but she always loved basketball, so that's been a really good transition for her.
She's awfully good at basketball.
She loves school.
Great.
She wouldn't admit to it, but I think she likes being closer to home.
Yeah.
She just texted me she's going to come back tonight and get some laundry done and probably fill her car up full of gas. And so it's been a really good transition.
Good.
We're enjoying watching her play as well.
That's awesome.
It's nice to have her closer home for you and Michelle,
Of course,
too.
Dad just needs to see her make a few more shots out there, and everything will be good. So.
Well, we know that she can do that, because, again, she's been a great player here at Ashland, and we got lots of records out there. So congratulations to her. We're glad to have her close back.
Thanks for asking.
Around.
Thank you, Jason.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Okay, Mark.
Well, actually, the stats look like we should, for the most part, be further ahead than we are. We are 8 of 18 from the field, 44%, but we've not knocked down a three-pointer, just 0 for 2. And that's a key. The main key, though, we're only 4 of 10 from the line. 40%.
Yeah, we have not been. Whoa, that's a little hot.
They are 6 of 21 from the field, 29%. 1 of 4 from 3, 25%. Again, for the most part, we've done a good job defensively on Grace Hall in the 2 games. She hasn't really gone off. They're 3 of 6 from the line, 50%. Rebounding. Can you believe this team has 19 rebounds and a half?
Us?
Us.
Oh, wow.
We average about 20 for the game.
That's great. That's great.
So, I think if we keep rebounding the ball, knock down a few free throws, we've got 4 offensive, 11 they've got rebounds, 3 offensive. Turnovers, we turned it over a little too much with 9, but they turned it over 8 times. Not much difference there.
Awesome.
Thank you, Mark.
I want to give a shout out to Tom Walsh. It was we got some extra little scoreboard tidbits running underneath, and he asked for it, and then he asked me to zoom in to see if he had an old friend here. So Tom Walsh sent us a text on the way in.
Oh, there we go.
When he told me that, I'm going, yes! Tim's got nothing on us now.
Leibel was pretty excited, too. He told Tim that he kind of showed him up a little bit. I'll listen to it later, but that's pretty hard to do.
And Tim needs to realize that that's supposed to be a compliment to him, that, when you train us, Tim, that's a compliment when you lead us to do things like that. You're supposed to take that as a compliment that you've trained us so well.
That we've left you in the dust. I'm sorry. And I stole your
business.
board. I mean, it was laying here, and Kendra said, "Why are you stealing that?" Yeah.
So here we go. It's the second half. The Blue Jays basketball with a lead of 20-16. So Emma Keith to inbound. And so the starters for the Blue Jays second half are Emma Keith, Danielle Tonjas, Paige Comstock, Olivia Pike, and Lauren Gertis.
Well, we got lucky on that one. She was throwing the ball into quite a bit of traffic on that one, and it seems like that's one thing that I see with the Jays, and they need to really clean up because they try to force it inside a little too much. But
Wow.
that was not a forced one inside there. That was a great pass.
They listened to you. So Comstock gets the ball in the lane to Gertis, and Gertis scores, making it 22-16. And Holmes will go to the bucket, and she will be fouled.
By Pike, I assume? No, 24.
Nope, 24, Gertis.
That is 2 on Gertis.
So the Falcons start the same way as they started the game with Miloshek, Murdoch, Holm, White, and Wright. So Holm hits her first free throw, making it 17-22.
I'll be curious to see. First time we played, and we kept Holm pretty quiet the first half, and then she kind of came alive the second half.
She hits her second free throw, making it 18-22. Again, the Falcons pick up in that full court pressure. Comstock gets it into Pike. Pike back to Comstock, over to Emma Keith. Emma Keith up ahead. Tonjes almost knocked away. Tonjes gets it in the lane to Gertis, and there's a reach-in foul from behind on White.
And that's number 3 on White. Pretty early in the third quarter.
And that hurts because White had sit a lot of the first half too. And
well, that was a great time to get the pass inside because she was definitely, in front of the defender, and the only way she was going to try and do anything was to reach over her, and she did exactly that.
So Comstock inbounds the Pike, but it's knocked out of her hands, so Comstock picks it back up. So 22-18. Just a minute has ticked by in this third quarter. Blue Jays with the lead. And Emma Keith gets it into Pike. Pike kicks it back out to Keith. And Keith will get it to Comstock. Gertis top of the key. Gertis to Comstock. Comstock in the lane to Tonjes, and she'll kick it out to Pike.
Travel.
Pike was looking to drive, but she drags that foot. So after the turnover, Falcons will take over. Holmes will inbound to Miloshek. Miloshek will bring it up for the Falcons. Blue Jays in that man-to-man defense. Schmock, top of the key for the Falcons. Pass over to Holmes. They get it inside of Miloshek. Miloshek double teamed by Gertis and Pike.
No.
And she's fouled. Suzanne's having a conversation with herself over here. If you're hearing that, no, yes, no, papers, yeah, no, yes, no.
Tim was talking to me.
I don't know what is going on, but it has nothing to do with the basketball game. So if you're hearing those
I was trying not to
interjections.
I was trying not to talk, and apparently I was.
So Pike picks up her second foul. Miloshek at the line hits her free throw, makes it 19-22. Second free throw from Miloshek is good. Makes it 20-22.
They're hitting their free throws tonight. They've only missed 3.
And Keith will just bring it up for the Blue Jays. Tonjes left open. Three-pointer in and out.
We need one of those to drop.
So Murdoch comes up with the rebound. She'll get it to Holm.
We've only had 1 3-pointer drop tonight.
And Holm will
Stop
go
ball. Nice job. Nice job. Nice way to cut her off.
right, top of the key. And the Falcons look to reset. Oh, almost thrown away by Tonjes, but Murdoch gets it back.
Oh. Is that the same one that called that first one? Same guy?
Oh, I don't know if
ref?
it's the same guy, but that's the same.
It's another player-controlled foul away from the ball.
Yeah, the same girl that got that foul, though, when we played them at DC West. I remember that same thing happening. Probably same play. 22-20. Tonjes. Keith. And she gets it to Pike in the lane.
Oh,
Pike
nice.
goes up. Oh, no good off the glass. And
Nice
Gertis
job by
comes down with
Gertis.
the rebound. Gertis tries to put up a shot. No good. Rebound comes down to Smock. Smock gets it to Wright. Tonjes almost steals it away. 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Blue Jays with a 2-point lead. Schmock in the lane puts up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Murdoch. She kicks it out to Wright. Wright over to Miloshek. Miloshek three-pointer, no good, it's short. Emma Keith with the rebound. Emma Keith will bring it up for the Blue Jays. Ooh, picks up her dribble high, but she's good. Tonjes. Comstock. Over to Gertis. Whoa. Gertis almost lost it out of bounds. Comstock. Comstock looks to drive, and she'll go off the glass. Left-hand layup, and it's good. Nice take by Comstock. Makes it 24-20. And Miloshek.
Oh, she was a little out of control there.
Right, puts up a long three-pointer. And it's going to go.
Oh.
And the Falcons, the DC West crowd really
that
wanted
one
a
I'm
foul.
going to say probably was.
Yeah, Gertis, they thought, had a little body check and knocked Smock out of bounds.
She plays a physical brand of basketball.
She does. She does.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, that one I will have to say, even though it would have been against one of the Blue Jays, it was probably a missed foul.
So 24-20, 4.5 minutes to go. Blue Jays get the basketball back. And now it's stolen away by Gardapi. And Gardapi brings it up for the Falcons. It passes over to Grimm. Grimm, three-point attempt. And rebound comes down to Pike. Pike pass it off to Grell. Grell.
And stolen away once again. That's the second time we've had somebody pick our pocket dribbling down the court. But then this time we retaliate with a foul.
And that's a third foul on Grell. So in the game for the Blue Jays is Harms. Well, Harms, Hannah Keith, Pike, Fangmeyer, and Tonjes. And Gardapi, Coley, Schmock, Holm, and Grimm for the Falcons. Gardapi over to Smock. Smock puts up a three-pointer, in and out.
Boy, that was in and out.
I remember her shot from before.
Yeah.
The last time we played. 24-20, still just under 4 minutes to go in this third quarter. Blue Jays still with the lead. Tonjes passes over to Hannah Keith in the corner to Pike. Pike looks to drive the baseline.
And 13.
Call a foul on
Coyle.
Coyle. And that's her third foul. So Blue Jays inbound. Fangmeyer will inbound underneath the basket. She gets it to Tonjes. Tonjes, three-point attempt. No good. And hits nothing, but Murdoch goes after it.
And she steps out of bounds.
So that was good. Tonjes, keep shooting. They will fall.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised she went up for that because that one was clearly going to land out of bounds.
Yeah, unless she thought there was.
She must have just lost track of how far out she was.
Fangmeyer inbounds to Hannah Keith. Tonjes.
We need to get the Fangmeyer some look.
In the lane she goes. She puts up a shot. Probably got hit.
That was not the look I was thinking about.
Probably got fouled, but no call there. Gardapi passes off to Grimm. Grimm's going to drive the lane, and shot is blocked by Harms. But it will still remain Falcon basketball. So Falcons will inbound underneath their basket. Still 24-20, 3 minutes and 13 seconds to go. Emma Keith checks in for the Blue Jays. Murdoch to inbound for the Falcons. Murdoch hits Holmes. Home. Back into Murdoch they go. Murdoch kicks it out to Smock. Smock puts up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Holm. And stolen away by Fangmeyer.
Nice job by Fangmeyer. She was not looking for that at all.
And Fangmeyer will bring it up for the Blue Jays. She passes off to Emma Keith. Pike gets it into Harms. Harms is double teamed. Kicks it back out to Pike. Emma Keith over in the corner to Fangmeyer. Fangmeyer drives baseline. Nothing there. Top of the key to Pike.
No.
And it's stolen away by Murdoch. Murdoch all alone. Oh, no, she double dribbles, I thought.
She did. I thought so, too.
I missed that.
But Murdoch off the glass. 22-24. Blue Jays still in the lead. Pike. She takes it to the rim all by herself, but their shot is partially blocked. Dang it. 2.5 minutes. Holm. Holm looks to drive. She finds Smock. Smock in the lane to Murdoch. Murdoch kicks it out to Grimm. Grimm looks to drive. Man, just off the glass. Nothing there.
Nice rebound by Harms.
We're doing a better job. The first time we played them, we bailed them out a lot of those shots that they would just drive to the bucket. And
I
they were
agree.
out of control.
I agree.
We would just foul them. Now we're just letting them drive and not fouling, which is much better. So Coach Dave Hubert for the Blue Jays takes a timeout. Blue Jays leading 24-22 with something to go into the third quarter. I don't know.
You know, I'm going to
2 minutes to go.
We're going to look at Holmes, like we said, averages 14 points a game. And right now we've held her to 5.
Wow, that's good.
That is good. But you know what? He's been rotating around who's been on her, and boy, they are not letting her free.
Yeah.
So I have to say that nobody's really standing out, you know, on either team is really taking control here.
And folks, again, stay tuned after this as the
Are the boys doing parent or senior night too?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
I was going to say that, and
Are you getting choked up
I'm
over
getting
it?
choked up. Yeah. I do
It's a
have
sad
a
night.
nephew. I do have a nephew that's a senior, so whoa. I thought I had water up here, but you know, where's that darn Mr. Flynn? He's supposed to be delivering us water, and he must have thought he needed a night off or
It
something.
might be
I
at
don't know.
Boys Town for the dual tournament.
Oh, that's right. There's
Someone-
wrestling tonight.
I
That's
was going
right.
to say he was complaining the other night how the downfall of his job was. I shouldn't say complaining, but he
No.
did mention that time away from the family. But that's life of an athletic director.
You know, he didn't ask though. We didn't ask his wife.
That's
she
true.
might be
If
okay
if
with
she
that.
if she thought that was a negative,
Actually, his wife is right down there. So
he's not here, but she is.
yeah, exactly.
That might speak for itself.
Well,
there.
somebody tweeted about the Boys Town wrestling duel. Ashland won their first one 60-3
Oh wow!
against Arlington.
Whoa.
So
Wow.
I see Fangmeyer here. I see Mr. Jacobson here. I don't see Flynn.
So yeah,
So he
you're
might have
probably-
drew
it's gotta be
the
him.
straw to go to Boys
Yeah,
Town.
I would say so. So Emma Keefe looks to drive in lane, and she is fouled. Nice take by Keefe. So she will go to line to shoot 2.
That's 3 on Grimm. They currently have 3 girls with 3 fouls. We have 1, just Grell.
Emma Keefe's first free throw is good. Gives the Blue Jays 25. And Holm will check back in for Grimm.
It's our first free throw of the second half.
Unlike the 19 we had on Tuesday.
Yeah. At least we made a lot of those.
Yes, we did. It made a difference. That's what
Yeah,
won the
that's-
game of Paige Comstock.
It's gonna be
Second
on
free throw
Harms.
for Emma Keefe is no good, and then
I think it's
Presley
gonna be on
Harm
Harms.
reached over the back. Ah. Get stuck in all these cords. Surprised I haven't unplugged anything yet. Usually
No,
that's-
that was on Gertis.
Oh,
They call that on Gertis, so
I
that's
guess so.
3 on Gertis.
So 25-22 and a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Holm passes over to Gardapi. So the head coach for the DC West Falcons, Russ Neinmeyer, takes a timeout.
I'm starting to feel guilty now. Tim's over there with his papers all over. He doesn't have his nifty board.
Did you get over it already?
I'm totally over it.
Tim, it's tough to talk to Tim within like 30 minutes of a broadcast. He's just so zoned in. Jordan, I've been working on my opening all night. I was like, Tim, I absolutely love
And
working
as you
with
can tell, Suzanne comes here and just wings it.
Yeah.
You got your iPad and you have a whiteboard if I remember to get you guys one.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just thankful. Kendra, you talk about the chords. There's a lot of chords up here. I'm waiting for Suzanne to show up an hour early and just
Organize them.
walk me through how
You
to
know
set
what's
this thing up
funny?
correctly.
So when we had Isaac and Elliot here the other night, we were helping them put stuff away, and those boys were great. And I go, just stop, boys. Just let Suzanne wrap the cords. And she's wrapping, and we're handing them over.
I
and
saw
then-
someone wrapped well, so I knew
Yeah.
that was Suzanne's doing.
So
Well,
you know.
when we used to hook this up last year, I had to make sure no cords were crossed,
gosh.
and it was Kendra just kind of stood back.
I stopped hooking
Let
it
me
up.
know-
I
let-
stopped going early and hooking it up and just let her do
let
the
me
cords.
know when you're done.
The worst
I-
thing that happened to Strive's
I get
organization was when
done.
I took it over.
No, it wasn't.
No, it
For
definitely-
Kendra and I, that was the best thing that
What are you
happened.
talking about? We didn't even broadcast for the first sets of every game. And some games we didn't broadcast the entire match.
And what's weird is we did that more with the just audio only.
And there's like two things to hook up.
There's no excuse
Oh, boy.
other than not pushing the start button.
Boy,
You know,
we
just
have issues. But Murdoch in the lane. Oh, off the glass she goes. Makes it 24-25. Blue Jays with just a 1-point lead. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. And Hannah Keith to her sister Emma Keith. Then to Pike. And Comstock on the baseline. She kicks it out to Pike. Pike, 3-point attempt. No good. Rebound comes down to Murdoch.
One of those need to stop. Drop.
Murdoch. Oh, and Miloshek, does she run it down?
Oh,
she does.
She's got some wheels.
But she throws it into hands of Harms. Harms then gets it up ahead to Emma Keith and then to Comstock. Hannah Keith with the basketball. 35 seconds. 25-24 Blue Jays in the lead. Comstock again. Harms, top of the key. Blue Jays hold for one shot. We shall see. Pike. "19 seconds. Comstock being guarded by Gardapi. Double team from right. Harms with the basketball. Looks to drive. Kicks it out to Pike. 10 seconds. Hannah Keith. 8 seconds. 7 seconds to Pike. Harms in the corner. 3-point attempt. No good. Rebound comes down to right. 2 seconds. 1 second. And that'll be at the end of the quarter. So the Ashland-Greenwood Blue Jays with the 1-point lead over the DC West Falcons, 25-24. So Jordan, what do we need to do going into this fourth quarter? And obviously you've spent a lot of time coaching basketball, roughing basketball, a little bit of everything. So, you know, what would be your message, I think, going into the fourth quarter with a 1-point lead?
Wow, that's a great question.
Sorry, that was really loaded. Sorry.
No, I mean, I don't know. I think, you got to look at how they're scoring, how Ashland's scoring, and how DC West is scoring. DC West is getting the free throw line a lot. We're not capitalizing on our free throws as much. So, especially after watching the Loganview game, a lot of our points late came into free throws. So, take care of the ball, finish your shots on the inside, and continue to shoot kick-out threes when they're timely. Struggling from behind the arc tonight, but you shoot yourself out of a slump sometimes.
Yep, I think, too, it's, again, we'll see what we have left for legs here. Hopefully, some of this adrenaline can keep them going into this fourth quarter. So, I think back to last year when we had Andrew on the broadcast, and some of the things that he would come up with, he'd have this analysis and these stats, and he's like, well, so far they've made this amount of shots from in the paint, and this guy's made, and I'm like, man, if I could have had you on the sidelines for volleyball, like Coach Lonnie and I would have been like a heyday. Like, we just didn't have time to do all that stuff. But then again, sometimes it doesn't matter. You just got to play with what you got, right?
Andrew's numbers, I'm kind of emotional in what I see.
Yeah, he's amazing at that. So, all right, so in the paint, they get the ball to Murdoch. Murdoch off the left-hand side hits one off the glass, makes it 26-25. The Falcons take the lead for the first time in a long time. So Jenna Grell with the basketball. The Blue Jays have Tonjes, Comstock, Grell, Pike, and Gertis in the game. And
Nice save by Comstock there.
The Falcons go back with their lineup except for Gardapi in for White, who is in foul trouble. Grell looks to drive the lane. She goes off the glass. Good take by Grell, but just too hard. Rebound comes down to Murdoch. Holm will bring it up for the Falcons. Holm will kick it out to Gardapi. Gardapi will give it back to Holm. The Falcons look to reset their offense. Over to Miloshek. Miloshek gives it off to Murdoch, top of the key, over to Wright. Wright looking around for the offense to unfold a little bit. Wright being guarded by Pike. Wright then will go to the top of the key, over to Holm. Holm being guarded by Comstock. They get Gardapi as it's almost knocked away by Pike. They get it over to Wright. Wright looks to drive, crossover dribble, nothing there. Leaves a Miloshek open, top of the key, three-pointer, no good.
Oh, yeah, she was over the back. Or did they call it on us? Oh, they called it on us.
Yeah, because we had, Murdoch was over our back, but then Gertis was over Murdoch's back, so
I thought the other one happened first. I'm just going to go with that, but.
So Gertis picks up her fourth foul. Checking in for the Blue Jays is Fangmeyer and Emma Keith. And White actually also checked back in, so she will inbound. Schmock is also checked in. She puts up a shot, rolls around, no good, but White gets the rebound. White goes back up, and she's fouled by Pike.
And that's Pike's third.
So White will go to the line to shoot two. This is the one we don't want at the free throw line. She had a pretty smooth stroke last time.
Yeah, she She hit 5, 6, 7 free throws. 7 out of 8.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh, I'm glad I mentioned that so that.
See, that's why we mention it, folks.
Yeah,
on
that's why I
purpose.
kept that old score sheet.
I have a feeling she's going to make an adjustment and hit this one because last time she shot extremely well when we played them. Second free throw, it was a little flat, but the rebound comes down to almost came down to. And J.C. Fangmeyers, they tied her up from White. Eee, yikes.
So who was it? Who was White was at the line, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and they had a double team, and she was not happy with that foul, but actually the foul went on home, and that was just her first. So 25-26, Falcons in the lead. Falcons pick up in that full court pressure. Emma Keith inbounds to Harms. Harms gets it back to Keith, and they will let her bring it up the court. 6 minutes to go in the game. Keith will pass it off to Comstock. No. Oh, and Gardapi, it's loose. Nope, Comstock comes back up with it. Comstock, oh man, Gardapi.
Boy, she was waiting
quick.
for that.
She is quick.
Yeah, she is.
Up ahead, it goes to Grimm, then to Holm. Holm will get it back to Gardapi. Over to Schmock it goes. And back to Holm. 25-26, Blue Jays trailing by 1. Holm will go to the bucket, and there's
travel.
Oh, no, not a reach and foul. Travel by Holm, they call.
That's an interesting call.
It looked goofy. I mean, I don't know. I have a whole philosophy on travel that I'll save for the boys' game.
Oh, no, and it's stolen away by Holm, and she does a reverse layup right under the basket. Makes it 28-25.
That was a heck of a shot.
Not a great pass, though, from us to inbound right underneath their basket. Emma Keith, as she goes to the basket, nothing there, kicks it out to Fangmeyer. Again, 25-28, Blue Jays trailing by 3. 5 minutes to go in the game. Harms. And she will kick it over to Emma Keith. Emma hits Pike in the middle. Pike drives the lane, and she's fouled by Holm.
And easier said than done. DC West is bringing a lot of pressure, but there the Blue Jays take care of the ball. They get a chance to get the ball in on the inside, but turnovers right now are creating opportunities for DC West.
Yes, you are exactly right.
Well, and we need to take advantage of these free throws.
And,
like that.
And Pike does so.
Well said, Suzanne.
First points of the fourth quarter for the Jays.
I'm starting to think that they do have those earpieces in their ears that they're listening to you, Suzanne. 26-28.
With a definite toggle switch on them.
Yeah. They even heard your conversation with Tim, whatever that was.
They probably heard more than you guys.
We just zone you out.
I know you do.
Pike,
nice job. Huge free throws.
27-28. 5 minutes to go in the game. Blue Jays trailing by 1. Here comes Gardapi.
Way to bring it at the line.
Miloshek back to Gardapi. Now over to Murdoch and Holm with the basketball now. And Miloshek. And Wright. And we're going to do a little give and go around the perimeter. Little wagon wheel. Here we go. Give and go. Gardapi now goes and drives to the bucket.
Nice job by Comstock. Way to be tough down there.
And Comstock will bring it up for the Blue Jays. Bounce pass to Fangmeyer.
Oh, wow. That was a nice
and
move.
Back to Comstock it goes. Tonjes, top of the key. 4.5 minutes. Fangmeyer, three-point attempt, no good. Rebound comes down to Murdoch. And Miloshek. And she will pass off to Wright. 4 minutes to go. Blue Jays again, still trailing by 1. Holm being guarded by Grill now. Fangmeyer picks up Gardapi, and here we go with the handoff at the top of the perimeter.
Oh, nice job by Pike cutting her off.
Right,
oh, there we go. There we go.
Away by Fangmeyer, and help with Grill from that. Tonjes. Oh no!
Timeout.
Oh no!
Well, I don't think it would have been that wide
no,
open.
I think it wasn't. It looked like Tonjes had a wide open lane, but Hubert called the timeout.
Way to stop her momentum, Coach.
But as Suzanne said, it looked a lot worse than it was.
Yeah, well, it was because they blew the whistle, so of course everybody stops except Ton just kept going.
Yeah, so if that could be a game plan, if somebody's got a whistle in the crowd up there, because that's not illegal. I mean, you can, no, I'm kidding.
I was going to say, what games do you go to?
I'm kidding.
Is that what they teach you out at Hampton?
Yes, we do. Yes, that's how Coach Jerry Eichhoff got all of his success was we had
cheated.
We cheated. for how many years. That was part of, we had a class in high school.
About cheating?
Yes, about cheating,
Cheating
in, the
in
stance.
basketball.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
goodness sakes. So after the timeout from Coach Dave Hubert, again, the Blue Jays trailing 27-28 with just under 4 minutes to play in the game. So the Blue Jays will inbound on the sideline in front of the Blue Jay crowd. Emma Keith has that job. So she will inbound to Comstock. And here we go. We'll see what the Blue Jays came up with. Tanja says, give me another shot here. I want another layup. Oh, and they do come up with a nice play.
Nice play. Wow.
I love it. Hubert, Hogue, Ross, they're like
said-
high-fiving. They're like, that play worked great. And guess what? The girls executed. Blue Jays now regain the lead,
Okay, now
29-28.
who scored that? It was so nice, I
It
forgot.
was Pike.
Thank you.
Now White puts up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Pike. 3.5 minutes. Blue Jays with the lead. Emma Keith, she looks to drive the lane. Oh,
He's calling it on
No
the floor,
good.
but a 1-and-1.
so the foul will be on. It's like always a guessing game. It's White, and that's her 5th foul, so she will be out. Oh, no, it's her 4th foul.
Fourth.
Oh, she actually thought it was her 5th foul. I think she actually
No,
thought.
I have her down for 4.
It
and
is,
If
but
I
you
have
know-
her for 4, then it's only 4.
But you know why? Because the last foul down here, when her coach took her out, they called it on home, and she actually thought it was on her. So she thought it was her 5th, too. But she even was untucking her shirt and everything. But she's like, all right, I got life. Emma Key's free throw is at the front of the rim. But Pike comes down with a rebound. Grill, 29-28. 3 minutes to go in the game. Blue Jays with a 1-point lead. Blue Jays will reset. Tonjes in the corner. Tries to get in over the top
Oh, shoot. Turnover.
to Pike, and it's knocked out of bounds. And last touch by Tonjes. So the Blue Jays, Hannah Keith will check in for Tonjes. And the Blue Jays will pick up in some full court pressure here. Nope, no, we're not.
Pulling it back.
I lied. And Home will bring it up for the Falcons. Again, they're trailing by 1. Home will pass it over to Miloshik. White at the top, over to right. Back to Home. Home being guarded by Hannah Keith. Now over to right. They hand it back off to Home. Home, oh, they backdoor
Nice
cut. They try
job.
to
Way
go
to
to right.
anticipate that.
But Emma Keith steals it away. Emma Keith looks to drive, kicks it out to Hannah. Comstock at the top. 2.5 minutes to go. The Blue Jays with a 1-point lead in the game. Pike over in the corner to Jenna Grell. Jenna Grell will dribble to the top.
Be
And she-
patient. Be patient. Let it come to you.
Tight defense from the Falcons here. Guarding the Blue Jays closely. Hannah Keith, top of the key here. Gives it to Comstock. Blue Jays just going to waste a little time. Just a little over 2 minutes to go. Pike hands it off to Grell. Grell looks to
nice.
drive the lane.
Nice.
And she goes,
Oh,
tries to
shoot.
go off. Hits the bottom of the rim.
That was
Rebound
a
comes
great-
down the Falcons.
Looks like she came down on her, twisted her leg or something a little weird.
Home puts up a 3-pointer. It's too hard. Rebound comes down to Comstock.
Blade's got
Interesting.
another chance here.
So Coach Dave Hubert.
What has he got up his sleeve this time?
Last time it worked well. So
Oh,
we
it
will
was
see.
that little flicker over the top of the head play.
So 29-28.
But
The
see, that
Blue
was a
Jays.
great one too. She just missed the shot.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a great drive
I
and
mean, I
opened
think
up
she
well
was
for
hoping,
her.
Probably thought, she did get bumped. Wasn't.
I
hoping
think
she'd draw a
sometimes the
foul.
anticipation of the foul a lot
Yeah.
of times will throw you off.
But folks, again, stay tuned after this as we will have the senior night for the boys, and also the boys game, and it is a very packed house. And we got the Blue Jay fans up. And
Except for the band being here, this kind of rivals the Wahoo boys game.
yeah.
In terms of fan size, but no band tonight.
You're right. That is true. I mean, there are a few places to sit across the way, but not very many. I mean, there's not very many. In fact, I think I'm just going to broadcast the boys' game because there's room to sit right here.
We got a spot for you over here.
Yeah, I'm just going to stay here.
You can do computer and camera.
Oh, boy. People would be
Joking,
very
joking,
frustrated with me
joking,
because
joking.
the play would be over to my right and the camera would be over to the left.
And it would be rapid movement.
Exactly.
So-
People at home would be so sick. And I'd just be like, you know what? See, you should have came to the game. I'm just saying. Like, and no.
I have to
think
say-
most of the town of Ashland is here.
I have to say, after watching Lincoln Lutheran last night, their camera, they had that high up view.
Oh, yeah,
It's
they
kind
probably
of stayed
uploaded the
there.
100 cameras.
But I like this better because you can actually see who's kind of see
a closer
who's,
view.
way
Yep.
closer.
So, all right, we'll see if the Blue Jays dial up here. Pike with the basketball. 29-28, a minute and a half to go. Whew, we've had some close games come down. The JV game went into overtime right before this.
Okay, I want to know, how do you go into overtime when you play 2 quarters? I mean, I realize
because
when you
still
said
get to go into overtime. 2 quarters. You can't
it
end
was
up a tie.
It was hilarious when you said, yeah, you went into overtime and going, oh, after 2 quarters.
Yeah,
It
you're
just-
still going to overtime.
It just kind of struck me
It
as
does.
strange.
That does sound funny. You're right.
It does.
I mean, DC West has got to get up here. Minute down 1.
Yep. A minute to go. Blue Jays doing a
Let's
great
put it-
job
yeah, I
of
was gonna say,
protecting basketball.
Pick
Yeah.
Comstock to the line. She did it for us the other night.
Yes. Thank you for that foul. We like to have Paige Comstock at the line. The other night, again, when we played Logan View, she had 11 points, was a high scorer, and 7 of those were free throws at the end of the game, I believe.
Yeah, I think. Well, she had 4.
4 field goals.
Right.
I mean,
she had
2 field goals, 4 points.
Right.
Which makes 7 free throws.
Yeah.
Maxine,
I was just trying to.
Remember, I'm Maxine.
No,
Maxine tonight,
you're
Kenderella on the other nights.
You're
No,
Kenderella.
Not when I'm broadcasting. I can't be Kenderella.
No, sorry, it's stuck. That is there forever and ever.
So
it is.
Comstock does hit her free throw, makes it 30-28 Blue Jays with 1:03 to go in the game.
I was just kind of backing up what you said, that I do remember the 2 she hit right off the bat, and then all the rest were free throws.
Yes. It makes it
And
31-28.
she comes through for us again here.
So here comes the Falcons.
Key free throws. I would imagine they're going to try and get into Holmes' hands.
Nope, and they actually go to Miloshek, and she drives. And
Wow,
off the
she had
glass,
an
she
open
goes
drive.
right down the lane. So it makes it 30-31 with 51.9 seconds to go. And Coach Russ Neinmeyer calls a timeout. Again, Blue Jays with the 1-point lead.
That is only her second field goal made of the night. And it came at a key time.
Yes, it did. She had a wide open lane,
So,
too.
do you think they're setting up to get the ball into the hands of Comstock?
It sure would be great. That would sure be a great plan. I would say let's go with it. You know, and how much time do you give them? Like, do you foul right away? Do you see how long you can go and see if you can get a steal first? Do you
How
just
much
foul
time is
and-
left? I didn't.
50 seconds.
Oh, there's quite a bit of time then.
You want to go for the ball hyper aggressively, aggressively. Then if you get the foul, great. If you get the steal, even better. You don't want to let too much time tick off that clock.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't think you want to put yourself in a position, like you said, on the inbound, try to get a 10-second call possibly, and after that I would say dip, foul it right away.
We just have a good group of ball handlers in as well.
Yep, so they get it up ahead of Tonjes. Tonjes is going to go to the length of the court.
Oh, but she gets fouled. Dang, it would have been nice of her to put that one in.
Well, I was literally I was just getting ready to say, Blue Jays probably don't have a lot of intentions to score, but Huber comes out and shows a really aggressive set there. It's a good set considering what DC West wanted and also what the Blue Jays potentially could have done there, killing the clock.
So Tonjes at the line in front of it, takes a free throw. She's got ice in her veins, the senior.
It's
Makes
senior
it
night.
32-30.
Time to shine.
That's right. So 46.6 seconds to go. Blue Jays with a 2-point lead over the Falcons.
This is going to be huge here because you don't want them to. They've made what? 1-3 all night?
And Tonjes' second free throw rolls around
wow.
and it's good.
That was close.
Makes it 33-30, 46.6 seconds to go. Murdoch.
Jays are going strong on the free throws the fourth quarter. They've only missed 1.
Murdoch
Didn't I
will
say that
inbound.
earlier?
You
That
did.
this is going to come down to it
Yep.
again.
Murdoch inbound for the Falcons, and Wright will bring it up the court. Wright will get it to Home. Home will get it back to Wright. Over to Murdoch. Murdoch now over to Miloshek. Miloshek looks to drive it. She loses
she loses
it.
the ball. Oh,
But
wow, nice
White
save.
gets it. Now they go to Murdoch. Murdoch in the lane off the
Great
glass.
shots.
So Murdoch, they give the points to the wrong team. It's not 35-30. It's 33-32. But we'll take 35-30.
They'll correct it. Relax, relax.
Yeah, your drive scoreboard is right
Yeah,
here.
go
No
with
big-
this drive
no big-
scoreboard.
Wow.
Time's off by 2 seconds, but we'll let that fly.
Yeah, we'll take this. I like the 35-30. That's better. So, but Coach Russ Neinmeyer takes a timeout. Again, the score with 33-32, and it'll be Blue Jay basketball underneath the Falcon basket. They have to go full court, so we'll see how this goes. Whew. Talk about down to the wire.
Looks like Coach Hubert's got quite the play drawn up down there. Okay, so back in the day when Sutton had this kind of crazy boys coach, but he was a really good coach, he would take chalk, and he always wrote on the floor in his chalk.
My high school basketball coach could also be seen as a little crazy, loved him to death, and he would write on the floor with expo marker.
Yeah. At least our guy used chalk.
Yeah.
And he had this wild hair, and he'd always pull on his hair, so his hair by the end of the game was standing up. I mean, not gonna fault him because he won like 2 state championships at Sutton. So, but he was kind of crazy. He was entertaining to watch.
That would be So Comstock to inbound. 26.1 seconds to go. The Blue Jays with a 1-point lead.
Oh, no.
And the Blue Jays turn it over with the pressure from Murdoch.
Wow.
So the Falcons will get to inbounds on the sideline in front of the Blue Jay fans. And
Okay,
they have a 1-point deficit.
Let's see if the Falcons can return the favor here.
And the Blue Jays have 2 timeouts left, and the Falcons with 1, if that is correct. So 20 seconds to go. 32-33. And Miloshek goes to the line. They're going to call a blocking foul. And she was hit hard. She went down.
I kind of felt like she instigated a lot of the contact herself, but
can't see. I guess I'll go off the Stripe camera. So Miloshek will go to the line. Did they say she was shooting? Is it 1-on-1? Is she 1-on-1 or did they say she was shooting?
Should be 2 shots, I would guess.
2, yeah.
She was shooting? Okay.
Yeah, she's shooting 2.
So Miloshek will go to the line to shoot 2. She hits this one. It'll tie it up. 19.4 seconds. First shot, no good. So the Blue Jays still with a 1-point lead with 19.4 seconds in the game. Come on, Blue Jay fans, we need to hear you now.
Crash the boards, girls. Crash the boards.
And Miloshek's second free throw. Got it. So it is now tied. Well, here we go, fans. And Tonjes gets the basketball. 18 seconds. It's tied up at 33. Pike is ahead. Tonjes.
No, you didn't need to go that fast.
But it's okay. It's still tied up. It's 33s. 14.8 seconds to go. And the Blue Jays are going to pull back into the half-court pressure. No, Dave Hubert said, let's talk this over a little bit. Good timeout. Let's give them a little break to think. So it's tied up, folks. 33-33. 14.8 seconds to go in the game.
Some tough turnovers there. Tough turnovers.
Yeah. But you know what? It's not over.
No, it's not.
There's a lot of game left. So we will see, again, what the Blue Jays come out with here. And what Coach Russ Neimeyer, who won.
Boy, you got two really veteran coaches going head to head here.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Head to head here, and they actually know each other from even before they were coaching in the same conference. So
yeah, Russ Neimeyer with the dynasty out in Sandy Creek with several state championships.
Yeah,
and of course Dave Hubert with state championships out of Papillion, and then coaching at Gretna forever. Yeah, this could be interesting. But the biggest thing is you can draw up the greatest play in the world, but you got to have players that execute it.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's all about the mental toughness and things right here and holding your emotions in check. So
yeah, the Ashland girls need to be.
Here we go with that wheel around the house. So here we go, 14.8 seconds. It's tied up, folks, at 33. So White gets it into Holm. Holm will bring it up. 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds.
What'd they call? Timeout?
Oh, timeout. So Russ says, let's get it across the timeline, and then let's get set up. So 6.8 seconds to go, 33.
I'm thinking that Holm looked pretty good right there, and I was having some little bit of open court, so I'm kind of glad that
he took the timeout?
Yeah, because I'm like going, okay, she had a little bit of a seam there that I was afraid she was going to take, because she's that good that she could.
So he's got a lot of his.
Even though we've held her. To 8 points.
Yeah. So we will see. And this is tough because they're probably going to drive to the bucket, and you're going to want to be aggressive and not foul and put them at the lines. I mean, this is a tough situation to be in, but you know what? It'll work out. So 33-33. It is DC West Falcon basketball on the sideline in front of the Blue Jay crowd with 6.8 seconds to go in the game. And the Blue Jay crowd starts chanting defense. So here we go, folks. And White looks to inbound, and she gets it to Miloshek. 5 seconds. Miloshek almost loses it. She goes off the glass.
Oh, no.
And they're going to call for a foul. They're going to say Gertis fouled her. And they're going to say she got her on the block. That's her fifth foul.
That's her 5th foul.
I don't know. I don't know. She was standing pretty still, but I honestly, I wasn't watching that close. So.
Well, she's got 2 shots here.
She missed her first one last time, but I think made the second one. So we'll see.
Yeah, she did.
2.4 seconds. Miloshek, 33-33. Miloshek's first free throw. She got it. She got it, folks. She got it. Still 2.4 seconds to go, though. It makes the Falcons, gives them 34, Blue Jays 33. Miloshek again. And now you could almost hear a pin drop. Miloshek's second free throw, she got it. 35-33. And Coach Dave Hubert will take his last timeout with the Blue Jays trailing by 2 with 2.4 seconds. I will tell you this. I watched the team with 1.9 seconds the other day. And it was a boys team, but it does not matter.
I was just going to ask you if it was a high school girls team.
No, but but it doesn't matter because they hit their passes exactly right. They actually hit 2 passes, one on the inbounds, one over in the corner, shot it in 1.9 seconds.
You can't dribble. You can't dribble with that little time left.
And they obviously got a little bit out of position on defense, but they hit 1 pass on the inbounds, 1 pass over in the corner. Shot it, made it with 1.9 seconds.
They usually say you get the amount of seconds -1, that many dribbles.
Yeah. So we'll
get 1 good dribble and they get a heave. So
it can happen. And this was a Seward and York game that just happened this year. So it is possible, folks. 2.4 seconds. Here we go. Emma Keith to inbound for the Blue Jays. And the Falcons will pick him up. So they go to Harms. 2 seconds. They get it to Tonjes. Tonjes launches it up, and they're going to say no shot. So
the pass was too high.
Will fall to the Falcons with a score of 33-35. That was a well-fought basketball for both teams. So definitely congratulations to both teams, to the Falcons for coming in with getting the win, and also for the Blue Jays for staying tough, as it was a tough one. But folks, again, stay tuned as we have the senior night for the boys. We also have the boys game coming up after this that will be brought to you by Tim Washburn and, are you broadcasting?
I am.
And Jordan Wallman.
Oh, so this was just a warm-up for you.
Yeah, I just enjoy being with you ladies. So I just wanted to come up and spend some time.
You know, you just now know what it's really like.
Yeah. You're thinking, wow, God, thank heavens for Tim.
Yeah.
So we always end our broadcast with this first part. We've changed the name of it multiple times, but things we've seen them do better.
I never know you went out again on it. She comes up with a different thing every time.
I remember it used to be things we didn't like and things we liked, and you didn't like that one.
Growth.
Okay, things that we need to grow a bit more on. I mean, I'm okay, what?
I like that better. I like that. Okay, what?
Okay, just what?
What? Oh, gosh. I like to start the other way first. I know we need to.
No, I always like to end on the positive.
I know, but I think I get lost in the. You go first. No.
Let's see, things. Okay, I felt like at the end
I got one.
I felt like here at the end when it really, really came down to crunch time, we panicked a little bit. We threw balls away over girls' heads, and that is not the team that we've seen so many times this year on that one. So that is my thing that I've seen. I've seen them play a lot better on that, but there's just every once in a while you see that panic come in a little bit, like on that last play where they overthrew Pike. Okay, it would have been great to have a layup, but man, was it tied at the time? But
yes,
and we had time on the clock, so we had their opportunities then to actually do something. So that was my one.
Yeah, and I would totally agree with you, Suzanne. I think, again, you had mentioned it like early on in the broadcast. It's kind of like we have a play that we're maybe supposed to run, and we want to really run it, and we don't always think about, okay, nope, that pass is not there, or that play's not there, and we don't always pull it back out. We just really want to make that pass. And so
right,
really
it's like, I know I'm supposed to go there, but you don't throw the ball into the team that's triple teamed, the player that's triple teamed.
Yeah,
okay.
so just making those decisions. So
things we like.
You know what? Again, I know I
and
say
you
this
can't.
is,
No, you can't say that.
well,
you
I'm gonna come back. It's gonna circle around. I just can't be. I'm so proud of this team of never giving up, and especially this week, I'm going to give them the props for the fact that they can't have a lot of legs left.
No.
You know, and this week, emotionally and mentally, was a tough week to have a tough the way they played on Tuesday, to going into a 16-2 ranked team last week that was very different, or last night, to then come into tonight, you know, was very difficult, and they played hard. They fought all the way through. So that's my thing for them is more of that mental toughness and keep playing all the way through.
Well, and kudos to, I'm going to give a little kudos to Hannah Keith.
Yeah.
Because she had the job of coming in on home and staying with her, and wow, she did a heck of a job on her, because she only had, I have her for 8 points.
Is that what you said?
8 points, well under her average, because, you know, and I'm sure part of the reason is that she probably had a little bit fresher legs, maybe not played as much last night or Tuesday night as some of the other girls did. And kudos for her as a senior. This was her role, and she played it to perfection.
I agree. Good
so
point.
Kudos to her.
Yep. All right, Mark, with the stats.
So far, this gym has been Heartbreak Hotel tonight. The JV boys lost by 3 here, too. And just a couple key turnovers at the end there really killed us.
Yeah.
Were one of them unforced, really. But also, for them, Kiara Murdoch, was she a starter?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, she really hurt us in the second half. She was 4 for 4 from the field and had 5 rebounds. And, you know, again, not somebody you would expect, but when you get a win like this, if you're DC West, usually somebody like that comes through for you.
Yeah.
And, of course, Olivia Milosic hitting those key free throws.
Yeah.
So the percentages now, we really cooled off in the second half. We were just 3 of 15 in the second half. 11 of 33 from the game, 33%, and that was key. 0 of 7 from 3, and you got to knock down a few threes. I don't care if you're Syracuse or Lincoln Lutheran or whatever. And we did. We were 11 of 19 at the line. We improved on that, 58%. They were 10 of 14 from the line, and that was key for them. They made their free throws 71% because they didn't shoot any better than we did. They were 11 of 38 from the field, 29%, 1 of 10 from 3. So, I don't know, did somebody tighten up the rims in this gym or what?
Feels like it, I think.
Of course, again, they shot the free throws well. Rebounding, we out-rebounded them 29 to 24, but they out-rebounded us 13 to 10 in the second half. 6 offensive for them for the game, 7 offensive for us. Again, those 2 big turnovers at the end. We turned it over 18 times. They turned it over 15, and that was enough to make a difference.
Yeah, those were 2 huge turnovers. Before I forget, a huge shout out to our seniors, Danielle Tonjes, Maya Carson, Hannah Keith, and then student manager Abby Fisher, because you know it's kind of a bittersweet time this time of year when it's your last game. Well, I guess it's not their last game, but it's coming close, and you know they're seniors, but you know, to their dedication to the program, even though you know some of them may not have gotten the same the playing time as others, but it's just says a lot for them to stick it out for all 4 years.
Yeah, I agree.
So once again, the Blue Jays go down in a heartbreaker to DC West, and I don't even remember the score. I didn't write it down.
35-33, I think.
35-33. And I also want to shout out to Jordan Wallman who sat in with us and helped us out here with this broadcast. I'm Suzanne Sapp for Kendra Craven. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Try to enjoy Tim and Jordan in the next broadcast, which I'm sure you will. We will see you. We'll be back on next week for Conestoga. Conestoga is next, I believe, next Tuesday. So till then, have a great weekend.
I don't know how